Greetings to everyone from Ama LightWorker. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you are not, and please remember to turn on the notification bell. This way you are going to be notified every time that I upload special videos or every time that I do a live stream. Today's video will be about the solar eclipse that will be taking place on June 10, 2021. It is a very important eclipse, and we just had a lunar eclipse almost 2 weeks ago, around May 26. We are going to be looking at how this eclipse will be affecting all of you, regardless of your zodiac sign. And please allow me to remind you, because this is such an important time of change. For that reason, the Akashic Records did ask me to make some special videos for you to look into the influences of these eclipses and other astrological phenomena, how that would be affecting your life for the next 6 to 7 months, because each eclipse will be influencing your life for the next 6 months. I did make a special video to look into your finances, how your finances will be shifting and changing for the next 6 to 7 months, and also to look into what will prove to be lucky and successful for you. And the link for that is posted down here below in the show more description box. So that link is going to take you to the Vimeo videos for those of you who are interested for download and purchase. I am also working on another series of videos where I'm going to be looking into love and relationships for you for the next 6 months. I will let you know soon as I get those videos up and running. I will be posting the link for that for those of you who are interested. This is the perfect time to clear your energy. Your energy will be shifting and changing. It is said that in between eclipses, the veil in between the two worlds becomes very thin. So everybody's vibration will be changing. The earth vibration will also be shifting and changing. For that reason, I am organizing a group energy clearing, which is going to take place on June 12th at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. You do not have to attend live to feel the energy, because energy knows no time nor space. Is very similar to Reiki for those of you who are similar to that. And if you sign up for it but you cannot attend live, you are going to be getting a recording of it at the end of the session. If you like to register for it, you are still on time. I am going to be posting a link to place the payment for it to register. It's very affordable. It's only $11. So I will be posting a link down here below, but you still need to email me at amalightworker@gmail.com so that I can properly register you for it. And on the day of the event, I will be sending out to your email the Zoom link for it. So this energy clearing will be taking place on Zoom. So it's going to be very easy, nothing complicated here with technology. Now let's focus on this reading for you. This solar eclipse on June 10 is going to bring an uproaring change and shift to all of you. It is going to propel you to initiate new beginnings. For those of you who have been feeling hesitant, for those of you who maybe you don't know what kind of a brand new beginning you need, do not be surprised if things are being taken away from you, so that you are going to be forced in some way to have a new beginning, a new initiation. Please pay attention to the markets right now, to the money markets, to inflation that may be happening in certain countries. There's going to be important shift and change with New York streets, with investments, with stocks and bonds. And whatever changes may be happening now, they're going to be temporarily. And it's going to be different for different countries, where the stocks or the money market in general could be temporarily going up or down. And it is now that some of you need to act to benefit from it. With that being said, I'm told that certain prices may be going up, and for some of you, you may find that anything that is related to travel, okay, those prices in connection to travels, tickets, hotel accommodations, other various things in connection to travel, they may be increasing a little bit. You may still be dealing with situations of restrictions being lifted, but on the other hand, for certain countries, you may still be dealing with situations where embassies are not going to be fully open just yet, and you may be dealing with some kind of a limitation to travels due to documentation, or the documentation that may be required about it, or even some extra documentation that certain countries will be requiring to travel internationally to and from these countries. There's going to be a sense that, yes, you personally, you are going to feel a little bit reborn, but at the same time, you may have to deal with a certain sense of controversy. The 2 or 3 weeks after the eclipse, so after June 10th, you may notice that either you feel weird, your body's energy is all over the place, you may be feeling more tired, you may be feeling more energetic than usual, but you are also going to be having some kind of a dilemma. You may feel conflicted by choices, what to do. To move out, not to move out, to leave a relationship behind, not to leave a relationship behind, to sign certain paperwork, documentation, or not to sign anything. You may find yourself shifting your feelings about somebody. You may be finding yourself shifting your ideas, how you feel at the beginning about a person or a circumstance could be completely different from how you're going to be feeling about it in a matter of weeks. You are going to have the sense that you are looking for something to be a little bit more permanent, but maybe because of the energies are going to feel like they're shifting, you're not going to be too sure about it. For many of you, you are going to have a rocky start to a new beginning, but that doesn't mean, it's not an indicator that this journey is not meant for you. It is simply a test for you to see that how bad you want this. Do you want to make it happen? So if you find yourself to have a rocky beginning or anything, please do not misinterpret this as this is not meant to be for you. You are actually going to be tested in the strength of your desire. How bad do you want it? Okay? And it is the strength of the desire that you have to achieve something that is going to determine whether you're going to be successful at getting it or not. And by all means, the Akashic records are letting you know that yes, you are allowed to shift your mind, to shift your perspective, to change your feelings. But at the same time, many of you, me included, they have to be aware of the steps that entails. What kind of steps are required? Are you following instructions one by one? So make sure that you are do you have something to follow, certain guidelines, that you have some advice to utilize during this time, that you are not taking every single decision out on a limb. For many of you, a spiritual teacher, a mentor, a coach, a guru will be showing up for you. Some advice divinely will fall into your lap. For many of you, this advice could be from a sibling, from a parent, from an in-law, from a friend. Could be from someone that maybe you know, but maybe you didn't know them to be so smart. And certain words that they are going to be speaking to you are really going to sound true, are really going to resonate with you. For some of you, there's going to be a case where someone will decide to take you under his or her wing to teach you something, to give you instructions, to help you, to make things happen for you, to teach you, to train you, to coach you. This could also be a spiritual teacher that is going to open doors for you, to train you into something new of a metaphysical or of a spiritual nature. You are going to feel a little bit hesitant about any kind of changes. But here's the thing here. If a change finds you, if this is not a change that you initiated, but if you find a circumstance that a change finds you, this could be a bad change, this could be a good change, this could be a very anxious change for you. Okay, the thing is, let it go with the changes, accept what the situation is, don't start to question everything, because for many of you there's going to be a need to get into action, to act accordingly based to this change that is being thrown at you. You are going to be dealing or hearing about people suddenly getting married, suddenly getting together, suddenly breaking up, suddenly divorcing. So relationships are going to be hugely affected by this. For some of you, it could be your personal relationship with a friend in a friendship contest. For some of you, it's going to be something in connection to marriage. Doesn't mean that everybody's going to be divorced. I don't mean that at all. But there could be some big fight that maybe in a couple of weeks you're going to look back and you're going to be like, what the hell was that all about? Like, for many of you, that was either going to be based on a temporary emotion that you felt in that moment, like on a spur of a moment, or in some misunderstanding or misconception. So in a matter of weeks, you're going to be looking back and you're going to be like, that was like nothing. I don't know why, both of us reacted in that way. For some of you, there's going to be family stuff that is going to come up. And this is the perfect time for many of you. If you feel that you have some kind of a trauma, childhood-related trauma, family-related trauma, if you feel that you need some help with depression, if you are suffering from depression, if you are grieving and you need some help, professional help to go through this process of grieving, this is the perfect time for you to ask healthcare professionals to help you. This could be a psychologist, this could be someone else, or even to participate in some kind of a group setting. This could be Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a group setting. This could be like group therapy, family therapy. And you could also benefit greatly by some kind of a group energy setting where somebody is sending Reiki to a whole bunch of people, where somebody like me, for example, I'm organizing a group energy clearing. So a way for you to feel a little bit connected, for you to understand that what you are going through, a lot of people are going through, that you are not disconnected, that in your suffering and also in your joy, you are connected to other people. Many of us human beings here on earth are going through similar problems and similar emotions. So this is a way for us to come together to help one another. It is totally okay for you to volunteer to help someone. If somebody's moving, you may offer to help a little bit. So if you are helping anything, a cause or a person, make sure that you are offering what is available to you, that you are not getting out of your way, you are overstretching yourself to think, to help. You may help someone by giving them a compliment. You may help somebody by inviting them out to a dinner so that if they are stressed, maybe they need a distraction. You may help somebody by lending them an ear. Maybe they simply need you to sit down and listen to them. It could be the simplest thing. Okay, you could hold the door for someone. You could be nice to people that you run into. So basically, you have to be very careful also with your social media. Don't stir up old arguments, old things. Pay attention to hear that maybe something that you are saying or something that you are writing, it's not being misinterpreted, or maybe there are some spelling errors, or maybe autocorrect on your cell phone, could be playing tricks and it could change the whole meaning of it. Do not get too political, because for many of us, there's going to be many different circumstances where we cannot escape, but having that tendency to get a little bit more political than we should. It's not only about talking about the politics in your country or what is happening globally, but even in the workplace could be politics involved. So it feels that the more stubborn you're going to be about your beliefs, your convictions, the more the storm is going to be after you. So facilitate that process. Nothing right now, or not quite yet, things are going to be permanent. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, things are going to shift and change before everything in your life becomes permanent, before you end up finding a relationship that is going to be very permanent and long lasting, before you find the perfect job for you that's going to be permanent and long lasting, before you launch a business that's going to be long lasting. In the next 2 or 3 weeks may be a little bit like energy scatter. You're trying to pull together the resources or the information that you need to do this. So don't give up. It's just like those difficulties or the stress that you may have at the very beginning. If anyone wants to find a job, yes, you may start to look for a job, but understand the first 2 or 3 weeks may feel a little bit like these perplexed feelings, or you may be feeling weird about it, but be insistent, be persistent. So for those of you who are looking to find a new job, they're not advising anyone to quit the job before you find another one, but you may be in the right energy to start to look for something new that is going to be more meaningful to you. If you are out there looking for a job, make sure that one of the criteria that the job needs to fulfill for you, because you have to look at it both ways, what you need, what criteria you need to be chosen for this job, to be given this job, but also what is it that the job needs to fulfill for you. And always never underestimate this important requirement. What job do you need to have that will make you feel fulfilled beyond the money, beyond the paycheck? What is your sacred mission in life? What is your higher purpose of your soul? What is the purpose of you having a relationship? What is the karma with that person? What are the family's karmic ties? What kind of karmic ties you are going to be you will be witnessing that they are going to be dissolved. So this whole time, with these eclipses and the next 6 months are going to serve that purpose. You discovering who you are, a whole new dimension of you, a new side to your personality. You are going to discover your higher purpose in life. And you are also going to see that a lot of karma, old karma, will be dissolved away. And for that reason, this is the perfect time for many of you to do some work with your ancestors. You could be doing some work through the Akashic records to work with ancestors, to work with family trauma, to get some kind of a healing, or anything in connection to karma, old karma and new karma. So a lot will be resetting at a karmic level. You do not have to do anything specific about it. Of course, you need to be open if anybody wants services like that, working with the Akashic records. But do not be surprised if you sense people that have crossed over reaching out to you in your dreams somehow. If you sense a certain supernatural support, if you sense supernatural powers in your life, as something may be coming to an end, something new will begin. And all of this is going to feel very meaningful. You are not going to be dealing with little changes that are not meaningful. You're going to be dealing with changes that are going to shift your life upside down for a couple of weeks before everything becomes better. So these are going to be life-changing moments. Pay attention to coincidences, people you run into, people you haven't seen in such a long time and suddenly they reappear in your life. Notice the timing of everything. The timing is going to be of importance. You may have to deal with things suddenly appearing, suddenly disappearing, having to work with deadlines, important dates, important events, babies being born, people getting pregnant, people who maybe have given up hope of being of having results with their pregnancy. They could suddenly be getting pregnant. Many of you could also be dealing with a pregnancy scare. For women in particular, you may notice that your hormones may be a little bit up and down before you find a solution or what to do about it, and everything is going to be fine after that. For men, I'm getting a sense that you may notice something about your hair. Your hair is going to be affected in some ways. Could be you're going to be shedding more hair, could be something else that may be affecting your hair, but again, that's going to be only temporarily. You're going to feel that very strongly before everything is adjusted or before you find some kind of a solution. If children get sick, this is going to be like a short illness, or they're going to be sick very shortly. They're going to get over it very fast. And you need to spend more time with children. You need to connect with people that make you feel joy. You are going to be connected once again with your inner joy. I know that this idea of peace in the world right now, it's farther from the truth, but you are going to feel that in your heart. Peace on earth begins with peace in your heart and peace in your soul. So work toward that. That's your job. Work toward that. What gives you peace, joy in your hearts? And another thing that you need to work with is your sense of creativity. Everyone is blessed with some form of creativity. Some people are artists, they paint. Some other people are performers. You're going to discover your own way of being creative. It could be simply that you decide to sleep on the right instead of the left. You could be buying new stuff for your home and you get creative with it. You get to eat on your good china or on the plates that you use for special occasions. If you have a cup that you save for special occasions, why don't you drink coffee or tea out of that cup every day? So make every day special. I'm also told that one thing is that for many of you, the best use of this energy also is to look into your body, your health, diet, exercise. So if you set some kind of an intention about your body, your health, your weight goals, okay, whatever your weight goals are, gaining weight, losing weight, nutrition, fitness, exercise, in the next 6 months, these goals can be very, very attainable. So this is the perfect time for you to initiate consultations about your health with doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, a personal trainer, or to do it everything on your own. You're going to be given the willpower to go through this. So for many of you, you're going to notice certain changes with your physical appearance, with your beauty, with your face, with your body. So the kind of changes that people are going to turn their head. They're going to be like, wow, that's just a very big noticeable change. Another thing that you need to do on the day of the eclipse, I'm getting the sense that for some of you, you need to initiate some kind of a wish list. And for this wish list, it's very specific. You need to work with 3, 5, or 7 wishes. And these numbers they're saying are very important. You're going to write down 3 wishes, or 5 wishes, or 7 wishes. So work with this number 3, 5, 7. Write them down and be very specific. If you are looking for a job, write down a certain details that you feel that this new job must absolutely have. For example, it needs to be this far away from my home. Or what line of work do you need to have? Or how much money do you feel that you want to make from it? So give details, okay? Give details. Another thing is that if it is love that you are trying to attract, write that down on your wish list. But including that, how do you want this girlfriend or boyfriend to make you feel? Okay, talk a little bit more in detail about what kind of relationship you like to have. Okay, and maybe 1 or 2 things that physically you definitely want this person to have. Okay, but don't get too caught up on the physical aspect of this future lover. Rather write down, how do you want the relationship to be emotionally? Do you want to feel loved, respected? You want him or her to be romantic? You want him to take you dancing, to surprise you? You want him to be maybe financially stable, and maybe some people prefer to have a relationship more at home, like a homebody. Other people prefer to have somebody who's going to be more outgoing. And I'm also getting the sense that universally, we also need to also express a desire about our world, about our community. If you feel that in the community where you belong, there's something happening, express a good wish so everybody finds peace, heart, good health. If you feel that personally, you may be affected by the pandemic physically with a virus or someone that you know, you may express a desire for the collective. And I will be doing a live stream tomorrow so we can express a personal desire, and so that we can also get to express a desire for the collective. And this desire for the collective, you may or may not include it in your desires. If you choose not to specifically write about it, you may add it to the title. The paper, the initiation, when you're going to write your desire, it needs to have a title. You're going to state the date, you're going to state your name, and you're going to say, for my highest good, and for the highest good of everyone else. And you can write that desire that you have for the community or for others as a collective, and then you're going to break it down into your own personal desires. Again, 3 desires, 5 desires, or 7 desires. And you may leave it by the window, you may leave it in a place where there's a lot of sunshine and is very well lit with natural light. Some of you may choose to work with crystals or stones, but if you choose not to work with it, you get to work with your wish list. Some of you may choose to take a bubble bath with a specific intention. If it is this specific intention that you like to set, it feels set an intention as the water is running. Okay, work with some kind of an essential oil. If you choose to take a bubble bath, add a few drops of your favorite essential oil. And I'm getting that for some of you it may be orange or citrusy or zesty. It could be lavender, it could be menthol for some of you, or it could be even jasmine. But don't mix 2 or 3 together. Work with only one kind of essential oil. So a few drops in your bath. And it is for you to find a moment to yourself, find a moment to feel pretty. After a bubble bath, do your beauty routine, some kind of perfume that you like, dress nice, go out for a walk, go out for dinner, like do something that makes you feel extremely very sexy. And if there's nowhere else you can go, maybe it's too late or for whatever reason, it's okay. Give yourself a romantic experience in your home. Wear your sexy lingerie. Notice your physical beauty. So anything that makes you feel like a pretty girl, or anything that makes you feel, if you are a guy, anything that makes you feel so handsome. A lot of this sexual resistance, sexual problems, a lot of this will be, so to speak, resolved. There's some kind of a sexual healing that will be taking place to all of us to a certain degree, but also as a collective. And if you find yourself to be very much in love with someone, it's the perfect day to express that physically. So don't forget the importance of love making. And I hope that this is making sense to you. It's the perfect way to express a desire. So pay attention now to the energy clearing workshop on June 12th at 12 o'clock. You do not have to attend live. Again, email me to register about it at amalightworker@gmail.com. I will send a link. I will also be posting a link down here below for you to place a payment or to register for it. Will be down here in the show more description box. Remember to email me after you place a payment. Because I need to get your email right so that I may send you the Zoom link on the day of the event. For those of you who would like to know more specifically about your sign, I am posting a Vimeo link down here below that's going to take you to specifically the video for your finances for the next 6 to 7 months for each individual zodiac sign. And you are also going to find down here the Vimeo link for the extended readings for each sign of the zodiac for this month of June 2021. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Visit my website www.amalightworker.com. Email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, and I will reconnect with you tomorrow. I will be doing a live stream, and it's going to be great. And I love connecting with you guys in this way. Email me, and let's keep in touch. Bye bye.